Welcome back to another episode of the CP Podcast, man. I'm your host, CP. This is the CP Podcast where we talk about shit CP want to talk about. And if you don't want to talk about what CP want to talk about, get the fuck on. To my right, my partner in the fight against whatever is right. And she don't give a fuck how I sound, neither. Maya's in the building. Ever since you became a mom, Maya, you've been cut through. You like to cut through. What are the facts? That's how you be. What are the facts? You know what I'm saying?
Time for all that.
No, you ain't got time for all that. All right, and then Amir has an array of colored different shirts on today. Yeah, man. Plaid. Got it. Amir wears a lot of black, man. So look at you, man.
NASCAR shirt.
You must be arguing with your Grim Reaper dad. Have you seen Amir? Yeah, he's wearing all kind of colors now. Yeah, I don't know what to do with him anymore. At this point, I don't know what to do with him anymore. And then we got my frat brother, Marco Grams on the Zoom today. Now this is one of my oldest shit talking friends. Before there was a comedian CP, it was just my homies who we all had a language and a funniness together. I'm just the one y'all know. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of comedy behind me, man. So we just, sometimes I be wanting somebody on here who just gonna talk shit because I don't know a lot of stuff Maya be talking about, and I don't want to be the only person in here who don't be knowing, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, let me invite my brother on here, man. We can learn together. Man, Marcus, what's up, bro? How you feeling, man?
Man, feeling good, man. Happy to be here, man. Definitely miss talking to you, man. We did this. I feel like I was the first person in Roast Me, but didn't know that I was in Roast Me, getting roasted.
Well,
so I had to learn how to roast in response to your roasts, if that makes sense. So happy to be here. Happy to show you my learning.
Yeah, man, listen, dog. Only I could roast my niggas. Anybody else come in our circle trying to roast us, I turn to a shark. But, I was just sparring with my niggas. Bang, bang, bing, bing, bing. Little roast in the car. Just making sure everybody was, I be roasting you.
You do.
But it'd be so clever. You don't realize it until you get in the car. You be like, did that nigga roast me? So, did you see them Noops at the Super Bowl? I know you saw the Noops at the halftime show out there with Usher making him look good.
Wait, what?
The Kappas who were out there with Usher. Did you see him?
You seen him hit the shoulders with us?
Yeah, they hit the situation. They was killing it.
He owed us some intake money so he could join.
Listen, Usher.
He ought to frat some money. He owed some pub something.
Yeah, Usher pull up to the house with a couple hot and readies. And before I get pissed, and they better still be hot, which means that you need to go to Restaurant Depot and buy a pizza sleeve to keep the pizzas hot. Whatever you got to do, but you late. I need you here at 9:11 before I get pissed. But I will say this: Maya hit me and said, "Fuck what we got to talk about. We need to talk about why the NFL is rigged."
That's not what I said.
Oh shit!
Come on now.
Oh shit!
Come on,
yes.
now.
Listen, first of all, here's what I found out. Is it true that legally the NFL can be rigged because they identify themselves as an entertainment company like wrestling? Is that true?
I think that's legit.
Yeah.
According to this is from ublawsportsforum.com. The antitrust exemption given by President John F. Kennedy does not extend to cover them. Knowing this, the NFL cannot legally centrally plan to fix the outcome of games. However, individual teams and players could fix it. I think it would be illegal, though.
See, but basically they trying to put the onus on the players. Like, we can't fix it, but if no, fuck, you think the Lions would fix it to not be in Vegas? Do you think? See, Vegas, if they knew that every nigga on the Lions would have spent their whole check in Vegas before they left, we would have left Vegas. Listen, they could have built another Vegas off of the money that Detroit would have. They think we broke because we don't have jobs.
That's true.
We sell drugs. Ain't no W-2 for that. We would have came and turned Vegas the fuck up. They'd have had to build a Vegas Part 2 down the street. Brought to you in part by niggas from the D.
Now, this isn't the first time. Do you remember, I think it was 2001 or 2002, where they said that the NFL rigged the Super Bowl for the Patriots?
Because it was 9/11, and it made sense for the Patriots to win in 9/11. As soon as I saw that, I was like, damn, that's how fitting.
It was pretty fitting.
How fitting that the Patriots, and it's like, damn, what do you think? Because, okay, so Tony is a Bills fan, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
by blood.
So that's Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
Right. Now, you said, like, if the NFL was fixed, there'd be bodies dropping. I said, excuse me?
Because you can't do that to your people. You can't get them all hyped up like that and then you betray them. Your own people?
You know what's crazy? Sunday, I was in Hollywood, and a dude down the street from the Laugh Factory shot a dude because San Francisco lost.
No way.
Yep.
Really?
You know what they
I've
say?
been breaking TVs.
Yeah. No, there's breaking TVs, but he shot this nigga. And it's
Yeah,
like,
break a TV, don't shoot a nigga. Like,
yeah, but you know, shit, bang, bang, Niner game. They're not bullshitting when they say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're shooting people. Bang, bang, Niner game.
Wow.
Yeah. So, anyway, I do think that the NFL is fixed or rigged, but I think that all sports are rigged. But it goes even deeper than that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I think? I think that, you know, through cloning and genome type of whatever, that we're looking at the same players over and over and over again. Like, if you look at Anthony Edwards, he looks like Michael Jordan. He moves like Michael Jordan. It's almost like either these niggas are having kids out here and they sending their secret kids into the league, which is possible. You know, either Shaq is a part of the Nephilim, which is possible, right? Or these are just genetically modified people from the originals that we've seen. I keep thinking that they're cloning these people. Look at the names. Of course your son is going to be a Super Bowl quarterback. His name is Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy. It's like, I'm going to tell you what they're doing. You know how we create a player on like a game and we just name them something? You know what I'm saying? D's Nuts. It's going to be a player named D's Nuts. Come on. And we're going to be like, man, that's a crazy name. Nobody's going to think somebody made this nigga. He has been, I mean, like, come on. These niggas are giants. So you mean to tell me we having giants every year being born, every year that we can draft every year? Every year. It's never a draft full of short niggas. Never.
Of course there aren't.
No, it's not. It's never just like, well, this year, 2022, is a lot of shrimp niggas. We got to pick a couple, a bunch of Isaiah Thomases. It's never that. It's always enough tall ass niggas. It's always a fresh supply.
That's funny because, like, you got Wemby, Chet, all them skinny body type tall dudes.
KD.
Where's the Shaq built dudes? The what's my man from the Knicks? Eddie Curry built dudes that ain't in the league no more. Are they like making these niggas more efficient? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think so. I think that they're thinning them out. Those couldn't last as long. All they gotta do is, you've seen Wemby. I've seen Wemby sprain his ankle, sprain his knee. He get up like his ligaments he is ligamented the fuck out. He's not human. He's something else.
A lot of them, okay, I don't know how it is with basketball, but a lot of the time you can train yourself to take those falls and hit those jumps. Like, a lot of people, at least in skating, like a jump that they landed would sprain a lot of other people's ankles. But because they've hit that jump so many times, they've kind of made themselves
train their ankles.
Yeah.
To understand like how to land. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, somebody said, no, is the moms ain't cooking up ham hocks no more. No, fuck that. These niggas is bigger than the ham hock niggas. They big. Well, I take that back. Nate Thurman. Look up Nate Thurman. Pull up Nate Thurman's picture. This nigga looks like Nate Thurman at 21 looked like a grandfather. He had like slave muscles.
Was he from the 70s though?
I believe so. Big ass ball spot.
Oh, we saw him the other day.
Look at Nate Thurman. Pull up one of his shredded ass pictures. Look at the one at the
damn.
Yeah, that one right there where he holding the ball to this.
Right here?
Yeah, but like 2 over. Yeah, right there. Okay. Well, I don't want to just. Yeah. Look at this nigga looking like Freddie Gibbs.
Definitely looks just like Freddie Gibbs.
He'd shave his head now, so he would just have the beard.
You think
the style would be different?
Yeah. The style would be different. It's a bald nigga that I used to see on like the little high school highlights. He used to have good defense.
Oh yeah,
you remember him?
LaMelo?
Yeah, he was bald as hell. He had like, I forgot his name, bro. He was bald head.
Bald head. That's his nickname. Bald head.
Bald head defense, man. Shout out to bald head, man. He was fundamentally sound. I think he
was Pat Beverly before Pat Beverly was Pat Beverly.
Yep. I think he had arthritis or something.
Shit.
No, but hey, shout out to bald head, man. Hope y'all here still balling. Niggas be looking short on your phone, but you see these niggas in real life, you be like, God damn, I was just talking shit.
That's true.
Yeah, man.
You said Steph was kind of tall on the. He's obviously tall, but like unexpectedly tall.
Yeah, Steph was a little tall, man. Shout out to Steph, man. Steph a real nigga, bro. Broke my heart to know that nigga be cursing. I was like, Steph.
It makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit, because Draymond was there. Draymond, shout out to Hazel and Draymond, and so I guess they was on like a little double date or whatever. And Steph was with Aisha, and like they was like mad, like when you think of Steph Curry and Aisha, you think they like some Disney people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they be running around like, see my vest, made it real. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, no, they was like mad chilling. And Steph was like, man, nigga, you had me dying, man. You was this motherfucker fool. And I was like, what? What? I ain't gonna lie. When I first saw the barbershop with LeBron, I was like, nigga, why are you cursing like that? LeBron be cursing on purpose. LeBron be like, man, let me get a lemon motherfucking aid with a with a motherfucking ice cube in that bitch, ho. And another thing, bitch. He be like, damn, LeBron.
Amir, I just sent you something. It's the height and weights of NBA players by season. Goes all the way back to 1951. And by position.
Man, listen, these niggas, it's like the Monstars, how like they just got the powers of like I swear to God, these niggas all look the same. Like you can almost trace a lot of these players back to like their prototype if you really were able to pay attention to it.
I believe that. I believe
know what
that. There was many years ago. I wrote something about it because I was noticing that in LA there are just types of people.
Yeah.
And people don't try to get to know you at all. They just look at you and say you're this type, you know.
Yeah.
And so basically, I think it's because people in LA can't even tell more than looks.
Right.
But it was like if you're an actress, you're this kind of actress. You're this kind of model.
Yeah. And so, but because they're so used to typecasting people, like even when I go to auditions, I be seeing the same niggas, and I'm like, I guess we all look alike. We just all know each other as the us's. Which, you know what I'm saying? It's just how I go. And one of us get the role, we be like, okay, yeah, they wanted that nigga, they wanted me. But like it gets deeper. Okay, so there was a Nazi scientist that settled on an island in South America. We talked about this. And he was like a renowned like genome type of like specialist in doing like cloning. And they said this island, as soon as he got there, had the most twins in the whole world because he was cloning the shit out them bitches, running around. Probably, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, he was Bill Cosby in them. I don't know what he was doing, but he was cloning on this island. And it's like, it's noted. And it's like, because it's noted, bro, don't think for 1 second that they couldn't be like, hey man, real quick, come to, like, they was going to get blood transfusions. Kobe and them, when they would get hurt, they would go overseas somewhere and get like this blood. It's like, man, come on, dog. You got a big ass bucket full of Kobe blood.
You ain't gonna experiment with it?
Man, what? Like, man, give me run that through the machine real quick. See if we can get 1, 2, 3 of them niggas. 3D print me one of these niggas. They make them 3D printed steaks.
They could do it now because when did sperm donation really take off? It's been at least a full generation.
I've been donating for years, but I'm pro bono. I'm not doing it for money at this point. I'm trying to just whatever. Anyway.
But yeah, so sperm donation, now egg donation. I mean, you can, I don't know how much it would cost to get Serena Williams eggs.
You could donate your eggs?
Yeah. They used to send out things asking for eggs. And I was like, I'm not giving you my eggs.
At what point does it stop where it's like, duh, like, what you mean, eggs?
My eggs in my uterus.
No, I know what the eggs are. I'm saying like the audacity. It's a jillion eggs out here. I just feel like, wow, I feel a little less special because y'all selling eggs. We can't have nothing to ourselves. We can't have nothing to ourselves. We can't just sell sperm. Now y'all got to sell y'all eggs.
I'll be honest with you, bro. Eggs worth way more than sperm.
Yeah, it was like, they were like, you want 10 grand?
Yeah. Of course it is. Y'all outside the damn sperm bin like, want one of these egg sandwiches? They cost way more than those. We can't have shit. God damn, man. Women just come and taking over, man. What's next? What's next, man?
Well, this right here that Amir has up is 70 years of height evolution in the NBA. So
it's only been 4,500 players.
Damn.
That's it.
Or they analyzed. So we can flip through and see if your theories are correct. Average height through NBA history. It seemed to have peaked around 2002.
That makes sense because everybody wanted to be like Shaq.
Nah,
you couldn't beat him, so you had to grow somebody to beat him.
Go back to go back because it looked like it peaked around 84.
Right here.
That's over that.
But look at the other spike though, around 84. That one right there.
There
too.
was a spike there.
90, 80, it's like 87 probably.
Yeah.
And then if you keep going down, it'll tell you the average height by position. Oh, here we go, right here. So you know more about basketball than me, so you know what all this means.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm too high to look at this chart right now. Like I'm fucked up, but I'm keeping it together for the children that are watching.
That shit definitely peaked in like 87.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of who
average weight in the NBA peaked in 2010, 2011. Has been declining ever since.
Yeah, because Shaq and Shaq. So you talking about what's the three heaviest niggas back then in 2011? Was Shaq, Boogie, Perk, Big Baby,
random like Bogut, one of them big motherfuckers.
Yeah, Zebo, probably 2011, probably his last year, I think. We had some chunky niggas in the league.
Wait, scroll down one more. We can see the weight.
Not everybody got chefs. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's an average weight. Oh, so here we go. So that's exactly what you were saying. What you're saying is exactly right. Your observations were right. That we've gotten slimmer, but we're still only at.
The game has changed. That's also the thing about
That's
it. That's
another thing too. So what we looking at is we're not looking at like big booty in the paint type niggas no more. I mean, just flat out. They looking at like stretch bigs who can come out there and hit a three. So they're a little leaner. They're a little, you know what I'm saying, like more of a straight up, like a rim protector, Rudy Gobert type of build. You know what I'm saying? It's not
they're not aggressive either.
Yeah.
So that's the entertainment value that you was talking about because they're not aggressive at all. If you shooting threes and you not in the paint boxing somebody out, what's your probability of scrapping? Think about all the scraps that used to happen back in the 90s because all them big dudes. Barkley got hit in the head with a basketball. Or nah. Did he hit Shaq or did Shaq hit him? I can't remember. But
Shaq, man. Shaq threw some punches that if they would have landed, bro, we would have saw a decapitation on screen. Here go the thing. I ain't gonna lie. Does anybody else watch the NBA and feel like they could beat the shit out of some of these niggas? Like, man, I run out there and fuck one of these niggas up. You wouldn't have thought that with Ron Artest and them. I don't know what made them niggas in Detroit feel like they could go hard. But right now, you like, man, I'll smack the shit out of one of these niggas. But that's only because of how soft they are with each other.
Yeah.
Like, Idoku told LeBron, get the fuck out of here, go sit down, bitch. And LeBron was like, you better chill out. Get out of here. I was like, what? You better chill. Go on. Get him out of here. It's like, nigga, imagine a coach walking up to Michael Jordan going, hey, bitch, let me tell you something. Get out of my face. Man, I don't know what Mike would have did. Mike would have probably chewed his gum harder and dropped 60. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what Mike would have really did.
In the game.
But still, man, it's just like, man, I don't know. But niggas talk shit about fighting in the NBA. Back when Mike had Oak, that was like his Draymond. It was like Oak was like the Draymond to Michael Jordan's Steph. Right, but I'm just saying, like, he was like his little protector, his little bruiser. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't know, man.
Oak was 10 times worse. Oak was actually body. We talk about it all the time. Like, Draymond, he just trying to get in somebody's head. He really not trying to fight nobody for real. Except for that one nigga.
But see, Draymond, he go to issue, right? And I ain't trying to turn this into no sports podcast right now. But the problem with Draymond, and Draymond, my nigga, shout out to Draymond. Like I really fuck with Draymond. But sometimes your intentions don't always come through in your actions. And then you got cats that look up to what you do instead of not understanding how you do it. So now you got Dylan Brooks trying to be the next Draymond, but all he's trying to do is do all the villain moves. He don't understand how Draymond affects that defense and that offense by playing defense in the offense. Like, Draymond is doing shit that can't really be quantified, but all that gets attention is the bad shit that he does. And then trying to be a Draymond, all you're going to do is try to adopt bad shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I know exactly what you're saying, even though I don't know the characters.
Yeah, and so it's like, man, I don't, that's one thing. It's like, I'm looking at Dylan Brooks, how he did Jalen Brunson last night. Bumped him out of bounds hard as hell. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Brunson look like one of them Mexican dudes that be having the ice cream on that car. He be scooping it up and tricking your kid. Like, oh, you thought you had a scoop? You thought you had a scoop? You Thought you had a scoop? Thought you had a scoop? Thought you had a scoop? Give me that scoop. Thought you had a scoop? That's what that, like, if he wasn't hooping, he'd be scooping. You know what I'm saying? If that nigga wasn't a hooper, he'd be a scooper for sure. Like, Mr. Branson, what you want a scoop? What, thought you had a scoop? Thought you had a scoop? All right, so fuck all that, man. Switching gears real quick. So, who was it? Not Stanford. Yale or somebody released some UFO, UAP documents recently. Just basically like explaining what the UAP threat is. If everybody knows, Marcus, if you don't know, unidentified, autonomous, is it autonomous phenomenon? Basically, the idea that a spacecraft or any kind of craft can go from atmosphere to atmosphere without changing any kind of velocity, without no change. So, like, imagine like you driving your car and man, that bitch flying and then going underground or underwater and not changing no velocity at all. Shit.
Okay.
And so
I see what you mean.
they released the characteristics of what a UAP is, and then they also released like the things that you can rule out as UAP. And so, like, the things that they rule out as UAP is like government programs that they know of, government programs that are like that their partners or their allies that they know of in their allies. Also, government programs that they know of from their enemies. But then it's like stuff that can just rise up. It's like defying the laws of physics in a bunch of different ways. But like, it was dope that they released basically all of the criteria. Amir, on my YouTube, if you go on my YouTube, like some of my history, you know what I'm saying, like it's gonna be like twerk team, UAP.
Hey, shout out to Twerk Team, dog.
Man, dog, they was ahead of their time, bro. They were ahead of their time, man. And so now what they're faced with is making that OnlyFans transition. I think is it's this really twerking with your clothes on is passe.
Yeah, it is.
No, I'm just bullshit. I'm bullshit.
Did you hear about that OnlyFans model that her account spiked after she got the AI to put clothes on her?
No, that sounds like an
You
ugly
that
bitch.
ugly?
That sounds like an ugly bitch right there. Like, y'all heard about Bertha put them clothes on? I'll pay $8 for that. I'll pay $8 for that bitch to put some jeans on.
Reoccurring too. Make that shit keep going. Make it keep going.
There's some clothes in their house. Hold on, let me see something. Did you see anything, Amir?
Oh, what am I looking for?
Hold on. I'm on it right now, but so it's oh yeah, I forgot I was looking up all this shit about Raising Canaan. Yo, while I'm looking for that, Raising Canaan. Am I right? I know you haven't watched it, but Raising Canaan always starts off slow for me. Then it just got good. And basically, Canaan girl pregnant, and I thought that his son might be Sean from the original Power, who was fucking right. So that is his son, but Famous, when Famous got arrested, you found out that Famous' real name was Sean. And so I'm like, oh man, maybe he named his son after Famous, and maybe that's the son. But they saying that the moms don't add up because we saw Sean's mom in the original in Power, and it wasn't a girl who looked like that. It was played by Tasha Smith, and it was all kind of shit. So I was like, damn. So I was looking that up, and then I went down the wormhole on that, and it pulled me off my goddamn my
They
search.
probably Aunt Viv'd her or something. That's what they did. You know how they do it all the time. They're gonna act like you didn't remember what happened from that show, so we just gonna fake it out on the. You might be right. That's probably Sean.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Shout out to my Don't Tell set. It's at 106,000 views. Yeah, that's dope, man. Shit, that's
It's really interesting finding out what stories you watch, CP.
Are you looking at it right now?
No, but I just looked it up. I was like, what is Raising Canaan? I was like, oh, because everyone has their stories, you know?
So here's the thing, Maya, okay? What I like is I don't know what you call it. And I don't want to sound condescending. I don't know what you call it when a show gets it's to a level where it can burst into a universe. Power is a
Mm.
universe. So like now, a
It's true.
character that we saw in the original Power who's dead, we have like a Everybody Hates Kanan type of show that comes out about his life growing up. And then so
Yeah.
it's like, oh, but then there's another show that's about the kid of this. It's like, it's just crazy how everything is spinning
Spin-offs.
off, right?
Yeah.
But it's crazy spin-offs.
Mhm.
Like, and he's pulling them off quicker than Game of Thrones is. And it was Game of Thrones' idea. And 50 was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna give money. I'm gonna get Tommy have a show. This nigga have a show. I'm gonna have me a show from when I was a kid. Yeah. And it's like, nigga, they coming out before Game of Thrones. He on like season 3. Before Game of Thrones, even whatever. So
It's like NCIS. They have so many spin-offs of that.
Oh,
making
yeah.
so much money.
and they're all connected.
I think vaguely connected.
Okay,
And
okay.
Law and Order, I mean, same thing too. They have so much, like so many people. There'll be like these actors. You're like, what happened to them? And then been on a show for however long.
Hold on. Because so I was actually on Reddit. I wasn't even on YouTube, and that's why I can't find it. However,
That's why I'm here. I can't pull anything up. Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
but hold on. So they talked about how Bob Lazar said there's a couple of things. Number one, the bases on the moon.
Mm.
The moon footage that we know of was shot in Area 51. If you look at the satellite images of that area, you could see the crater fields that they used to act like it was the moon, but really on the moon is like it's hella put it like this. And this is what fucked me up about what this guy was saying. When I go to Washington D.C., I was just in DC at the Improv. Sold that bitch out. It was dope. Yeah, I'm just throwing that in there. Sprinkle a little bit of sugar on it. You know what I'm saying? But they have a embassy for every country. Is in DC. Like you could be driving down and be like, oh, that's the Tokyo or the Japan embassy building. And so it's like that little piece of land might as well be in Tokyo to them because that's their shit.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. Right? And so on the moon, a bunch of different races of extraterrestrial have bases on the moon. Now, this is what he said. And it ties into, it's like a bunch of buildings, structures, like all kind of shit on the moon.
The dark side, the side we
The
never
dark
see.
side.
Yeah.
The dark side.
Yeah.
And what they're saying is, well, what I put together was that, the government flies frequent missions to the moon, apparently, right? Because they have land up there. And I think that is tied to the missing people, like I told you some months ago. I think that they are trading human bodies and body parts and souls or whatever you want to call it with these interdimensional beings on the moon. And I think that that's what's going on. All these missing motherfuckers, the increase in it, like how people were just getting snatched up and just out of nowhere. People like, it's the cave systems, and that could be where they storing them, but they are doing something. Like this girl said it on this thing, like, yeah, I saw like them, and I know I could take with a grain of salt.
People, yeah, you gotta take everything with a grain of salt. People say,
but it's like that's one of my hypothesize about that.
I've heard a lot of theories about how all these people go missing in the national parks, and usually it comes back to Bigfoot. I haven't heard about them taking them to the moon. Now, they do say that Stanley Kubrick was hired to fake the moon landing because he was a big director at that time.
But it wasn't because we couldn't get to the moon. It was because of what is on the moon. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we couldn't see what's really on the moon. So it kind of turned into one of those things where it's like, well, they faked the moon landing just to appease us because they didn't have to do that. Like, it didn't even look sweet.
No, nothing looks sweet coming out
but
from
it
back
didn't even
then.
make sense. They was watching them take off from the moon, and the cameraman was just like, "There they are." Like, nigga, so they left you, or they coming back to get you, or do you have your own little blaster that you about to? You know what I'm saying? It's like, so I don't know.
Well, I'll just explain it for people at home. They say, I don't necessarily believe this, but they say that we faked the moon landing so that we could beat the Soviets. That was within the Cold War context. And you're saying that it's much more complicated than even that.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what they told us. I mean, it's like anything that they tell us, you got to be like, all right, so, that's like.
Well, they didn't tell us that. The government says we went to the moon. The
Right.
official story is we went to the moon.
Right, but I'm saying like, that's the rumor, quote unquote, so that we could beat the Soviets, and it became like the official rumor, right? Like we've all heard that, like, yeah, we were trying to beat the Soviets to the moon. What the fuck for? Like we beat them and then what? They can't go. It's the moon. It don't even belong to nobody. Is it the American moon? You know what I'm saying? It's like, who gives a fuck? Who gets there first? It's like, it's the moon. You get there and something eat your ass, then can't nobody help you. Like, no, y'all was first, bitch. We still building our rocket. Y'all up there by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's like, I just, for me, I don't, little shit like that, I take with a grain of salt. Just like, that's where I become, what you call it? What's the word when you don't believe shit?
Conspiracy theorist.
Well, yeah, I'm saying, but like that's when I become like the one who don't believe it.
Skeptical.
Thank you, man. Yeah. God damn. Thank you, Marcus. Skeptical. Yeah, that's when I become a skeptical skeleton. You know what I'm saying? That's how they said in preschool. Well, aren't you a skeptical skeleton? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to fat little white teachers, man.
Did you see this movie Moonwalkers?
What's it called?
Moonwalkers?
Nah, what is that?
It's a comedy action movie. It's got Ron Perlman, and it is about the faked moon landing. It's actually really funny.
Okay. I seen Moonwalker, where Michael Jackson turned into that car. About. He was in that alley. He turned into that Lamborghini. Oh, man, you talk about as a kid, nigga, in your underwear, your mom be like, get off the bed. I'm like, I can't. I'm so excited. Michael Jackson turned into a whip. That nigga had all them spiders. Anyway.
It still don't make sense why he went to the club.
Yeah.
Like, why was he at the club?
Well, obviously, those was all his friends because they all knew the same dance moves. Those was all his homies. They had step practice that whole week. That nigga met them at the club. Like, y'all ready?
Even niggas got their ass beat on beat. That shit was cold.
Yeah, I'm gonna flick this quarter in. Man, I wanted to flick a quarter, man. I ain't never. Woo! That nigga said, oh! That nigga put his jacket on like, oh!
Ready,
yeah, bro. Mike was that nigga, man. Mike was that nigga, bro.
R.I.P., man.
R.I.P. to Mike, man. You know they say Mike beat up Tupac.
Who said that?
I can see that.
Maya, I'm gonna tell you.
Who said that?
Real niggas are saying it.
Okay.
I can see it.
They're saying Mike was a Crip.
We got pictures
from Gary, Indiana. They said he was a Crip. They said, and this is the story. They was at a party. Tupac was dating Quincy Jones' daughter.
Okay.
She was Michael Jackson was her godfather. She was sitting on Michael's lap. Tupac came in and tried to pull her up off Mike's lap. It's at an LA party. Mike got up. Mike like 6'2".
Damn, I didn't know that.
Mike got up. They started scrapping. People say they was Mike scrapped so fast. All you heard was oh. They said it was feet prints all over Tupac. Feet prints.
I believe that Michael Jackson beat up Tupac in like 1980 when Tupac was maybe 10 years old.
No, this was in like 94.
When they were full grown. They're both full grown.
They grown,
No.
What you mean?
Just looking at them.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, niggas who can dance will fuck you up.
That's what I was about to say.
It's the move.
Like, I can't see Mike throwing hands, but you're not gonna hit him.
A good fight.
Like Floyd.
A good fight would be like,
gonna catch him with a bad one.
Yeah, Mike Tyson. I mean, Michael Jackson versus Chris Brown would be a dog ass fight.
That shit would be cold.
In their prime.
How tall was Michael Jackson?
They'd both be like. Somebody said
Mike is not 6 anything.
Somebody said Mike was 5'9". Zaynova,
5'9".
No. Mike was 6'14".
According to Wikipedia, Michael Jackson was 5'9" and weighed 105 pounds in 1984. God.
1984, he was 12. Look how old he was when he was a grown man.
When he died, he weighed 112. That is.
But how tall was he when he died?
He probably shorter than 5'9".
Mike wasn't no goddamn 5'9". That's Prince.
No, Prince was 5'4".
Prince was little.
Mike was 5'9", man. Mike used to be wearing them heels and shit. Yeah, shout out to Mike, man. Mike wasn't no 5'9". I'm damn near 5'9".
Prince was 5'2".
Depending on what kind of
5'2".
Timberlands I throw on.
I tried to give Prince some grace. They said this nigga was 5'2".
Prince is 5'2".
That's
what
what
it
Google
says.
says.
Fuck Google. Google always try to take the black man age and height down.
I mean, Prince definitely was wearing them.
Michael Jackson was 6'1".
Who said that?
Look. Say what? Who said it?
Yeah, let me see the phone. Just because you're on your phone doesn't mean you read that off your phone.
I know niggas who knew Mike. I'm texting them right now because they was like, Mike dunked on John Sally. You didn't know that. You were there. Mike was like, hey! Dunked on John Sally. Game.
Hey, I stand corrected. Maybe he did.
Yeah. Mike was supposed to be in White Man Can't Jump, but they was on the he was on tour for Dangerous. They had just did. Do you remember the time White Man Can't Jump and he was doing Scream. And so he was like, well, I'm gonna do Scream. I'm not gonna go. He was like, record deal or you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to my options, record deal or White Man Can't Jump.
Not being rude, was Mike gonna be Wesley or Mike gonna be Woody?
He's gonna be Woody.
Oh fuck! Damn.
What?
He's still black, man.
But
yeah, but he was about to get in his Mrs. Doubtfire bag, and they was gonna put a little bit of makeup on him. And he was gonna be white, and he was like, "I didn't know if I can hoop, guys." And he'd get out there and hoop, go crazy. Man, y'all should have started script. You know, I was on set for that for White Man Can't Jump at Venice Beach, and
you must have been like what?
I was like
10?
I was like 7. I was born in
Really?
1980. Well, I was like 7 or 8.
Wow.
Yeah, we were at Venice Beach. They stopped everybody so that they could shoot some scenes, and then they let everybody go. And I was like, "That's the guy from Cheers." That's what
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. Classic.
That was a great movie, man. Shout out to Rosie Perez.
Rosie Perez.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
She was the one who said Michael Jordan was hot. I remember that.
She said that?
She said it on Arsenio Hall one time.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Rosie Perez, man, oh man. I saw that movie twice. I saw it one time with my mom and her boyfriend, and then I went again with my granddad and his girlfriend, which is crazy. I was always on somebody's date. You know what I'm saying? I was the only child. I used to be there. Hey, y'all, stop all that now. All that old ass kissing. But no, I remember, man. I just remember them goddamn titties on that screen, man.
Yeah.
I was like, Rosie, who? Well, who the fuck is she? What she say? Billy. I was like, man, look.
Can you pull up a picture of
I
Rosie
think
Perez?
I'm in love.
In what, 92? When did that movie come out?
Came out in 1992. They shot it in 1990 and 1991.
Rosie was definitely cold in that one.
Man, she was crazy, bro. I don't even want to disrespect Rosie. I might come in contact with her. So I don't want to have no disrespect. But God, she was skating. She had that little Walkman. She was just looking like man.
Oh, she looks good now. She looked good in 2013.
Is she straight now?
I mean, yeah. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say, yeah, she's straight. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's like, nah, she's somebody's mama. Like, leave her alone. We don't need to be saying nothing no more. But, you know, back then, you know what I'm saying? When he lost all their money to the Stookie brothers. The Stookie brothers. Man.
Yeah.
So who was your childhood crush? Like on TV?
I went through phases where I was fucking with Ashley Banks a little bit, but I was like, she just don't look nasty enough for me. I need like a Kelly Bundy type bitch.
Kelly Bundy was real.
Myra from
easy. Yeah.
Myra
from Family Matters.
Yeah.
Cold.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P. Dang, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, she did
pass
die.
away.
Oh, that's terrible.
I never liked Laura. Like, bitch, your attitude is off. You know what I'm saying? You come here with these goddamn SWV hairstyles all the time.
Max was colder than Laura. Low key, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Max was straight.
That was
girlfriend.
I like how Waldo was on Max off top.
Oh, easy.
You know what I'm saying? Because that was the in-home two-man. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That's your homeboy, sister, homegirl. She is just like, hey, if I want you,
right.
You're
we
right
already
there.
here.
You right there, man. That's just the easy Easy pickings. Yeah. yeah. Easy pickings.
So it was Kyler Pratt for me growing up.
Oh, yeah. I was
legit.
grown as fuck with Kyler Pratt. But then when I came out to Hollywood, Kyler Pratt pulled up to this party one time in a Rolls Royce. I was like, God damn. I was like, because she was younger than me. But I was like, oh, shit.
I was watching her like, I remember watching Like Mike, and I was like, dang. It's like, I hate Bow Wow right now.
Really? So when you saw Kyler Pratt looking like a little Arthur the Aardvark in Love and Basketball, you was like, hell yeah.
When did Love and
She was
Basketball
straight
come out?
then.
She was not straight then, bro. She was looking like a fucking little rascal.
But that was probably around the time when I was looking like a little rascal.
That's true. Yeah.
And if you had a girlfriend that want to hoop with you, that actually want to do the same things you want to do, that might actually work out.
We talked about that. We talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Like she might be a little bit more colder because of that.
Yeah, but until you want to chill and not talk about basketball, and then she talk about it at dinner, so you know them layups you be missing. Listen, and you can be like, all right, God damn, like, I don't want to hear that shit.
That shit funny though. She wasn't that bad then. I'm trying to think of what else was she. She was it Dr. Doolittle? She was. Like, I think we were around the same age.
She was
so
in
yeah,
Dr.
she
Little.
was.
And Dr. Doolittle, her lips used to be crusty. I used to be like, man, somebody put some, you know what I'm saying? She used to be like, what are these animals talking about? Like, man, oh, it's that little girl crust. It'd be a little Kappa crust on the front. You know what I'm saying? Until they learn the lip gloss. I mean, shout out to her.
This is her now.
I know.
You should
I
pull
know
a picture of her.
Let me see her now.
Not everybody knows who.
Pull her up. Pull her up.
You know who Kyler Pratt was?
Not by
you didn't know who
name.
she was?
Not by name. No.
Not by name.
Oh man,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Kyler Pratt go crazy.
She legit. Even now, she seemed like she humble. She saved her money. She ain't out here wilding. She might be the only child star that came out of that situation sane.
She just looks. She's so like around the way kind of cute.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You take her to Blockbuster. Y'all pick out a tape. You know what I'm saying? Like, she like, I'll take it back on my way to work tomorrow. Like, all right, cool. Like, man, shout out to Kyler Pratt, man.
And she got 2 kids, a husband. Yeah.
Yeah.
She doing it
She
right.
doing good.
Yeah.
Her daughter looked just like her.
Yeah, she did.
She does.
She did.
Yeah, they're the twins.
She need to put her in the game. She probably don't want to put her own kids in the game, though. Them child stars, like you said, she got out of it. She don't want to put her daughter in the game, but why not? You already got them plugs.
Hold on. I just found this video.
So basically, I'll sum it up for them. What he said is he works at an underground Black Ops project, and that there are aliens, but they're interdimensional aliens, and that there are layers of reality stacked on top of each other, and that these astronomical bodies like the Earth and the Sun and Jupiter exist in all of them, but in different forms. And he said that Jupiter in another dimension is actually a solid planet
that is inhabited, right? And so it's just like in our dimension. So like, to give you an example, because they tell us in like the media. So like, look at like Stranger Things, and then there's an upside down, and in the upside down, they said it's like a blanket on top of our dimension, and you know when they explain it to each other. But what they're saying is that like these different dimensions exist with a different reality in each one. So like in like a higher dimension, like he said, there's a different Jupiter that they have where people are on there or beings are on there and they live there. And so what he said is that in this dimension, they can jump down to this dimension. But we can't see past our own dimension, which
we can't see up, but basically we can see down.
But we can't see down. We haven't. We personally can't.
Well, you say that.
It seemed like that's what he was saying.
But then we go to what we talked about like 3 or 4 weeks ago with the night vision goggles that were spectrum red, and how they were able to see a different type of being right around us.
No, I mean, that's true. I didn't really get to watch that whole video, but that would be a different spectrum. I don't know if it'd be a different dimension.
Well,
but here's an interesting story that relates.
Real quick. But what he said was that the reason why we couldn't see these interdimensional beings most of the time is because of the frequency that they're in. Right? So it's not about being in their dimension, but to be able to see through. If they're all laying on top of each other, then to put on something that could see through the dimensions.
But by that logic, wouldn't dogs or cats see them?
Depends on what frequency that they could actually see in. I feel like for sure cats be seeing some shit.
Well, that's why you're supposed to have them as familiars, because they'll fight off the witches for you. There's a really interesting story that I heard a long time ago. I don't know if it was creepypasta. Someone tried to say it was true. And they said that they left our dimension, but they went to the same Earth.
Right.
And to a place where they grew up in. But they're like, it didn't look like the place I grew up in. And he said that he knew not to get out of his car, because once he got out of his car, whatever happened would break apart and he would be stuck in that dimension.
Wow.
So he stayed in his car and just saw all the things, and then eventually found his way back to our dimension.
Yeah. So like basically he said that there are a couple of dimensions, at least 5, that are over us. That are, and so what he means is they're like a higher society in a way that's like, man, what's invisible to us, right? Like
UV radiation, stuff
bacteria.
Like that.
Bacteria.
Well, it's because it's so small. It's not because it's invisible.
Right.
But yeah, it's so small.
But it's invisible to us and it shares, right? But bacteria has its own whole life. Like there's a whole social structure, and they're fighting white blood cells and doing all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a whole thing that we just aren't. We are privy to bacteria, right? We can understand bacteria. We know where bacteria is, but it does not exist at a level that affects us, so to speak. I know bacteria can affect us.
Yeah, it does.
Very heavily.
The plague.
But what I'm saying is like we could affect the dimension up by destroying the planet.
Well, that's one of the ancient hermetic laws, as above, so below.
Right.
So, I mean, it does, what he's saying does fit in with a lot of religious studies. Different religions kind of think that this Earth is a test planet, it's a school, and then we're going to go to another one, and eventually we'll be next to God or the creator.
Right. But COVID-19 could have took this whole planet out, theoretically, when it was at its peak and people were dying by the 100,000s, right? And so we had to battle this disease, this germ, so to speak, right? And what I'm saying is like, what's a bacteria? Salmonella is a bacteria. E. coli, the plague,
plague.
Right. What I'm saying is like we had to battle a bacteria because the bacteria threatened our existence. Now you think about these aliens and how they come and they talk to us about how we are junking up the planet, quote unquote, these beings, and these beings rely on this planet, but they can't stop our tiny little pollutionary thing of it. That's like the turtles fucking up the straws for us. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's how I view the layers of like the food chain. Like what he said, like we're not at the bottom, but we're not at the top.
No, and I guess it makes sense. I'm just having a really hard time understanding how they're jumping dimensions and they still have physical form.
Why would that be the thing that hangs you up when like physical form as we can relate to it? Right?
Yeah, like they have real physical form. They have bases, and
right. But what
if that's what he's saying,
right? But that
kind of hangs me up.
That's because they're in a form that we can like. Okay, there are parasites that can take over bugs, right? And then make that bug walk and do all kind of shit, and that's when you take notice, like that bug is something that we can see, and so and then it becomes a host to this parasite. I feel like for an interdimensional being to come into this dimension, they could probably take a form that they probably wouldn't have to take in their dimension.
I mean, that's true. And it would make a lot of sense for them to take a robot form.
You think so?
But then who? Yeah, because it's an empty body.
AI type of...
Yeah, it could be something like that. I mean, who knows? And we're going by movie rules now. We're not going by...
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so like there are things that we just will not understand. I do want to play the rest of this video. I understand that you guys can't hear, but what I'm going to do, be prepared. I'm going to turn my headphones up high as hell and put them inside the mic.
Amir, what do you think about that?
It's not going to work, bro. It's not going to work.
Okay, I'm going to turn them up high as fuck.
You're gonna cause a phase issue.
All right.
It's not pleasant. It
Listen,
wouldn't be bad
listen.
for everybody else.
Everybody click that video because this is only for the Patreon at this point because we'll probably take this out for the YouTube. But let the YouTube know that there is shit that you guys are missing. I wish that I could fucking. I feel powerless, man. I wish that I could share my screen or do something to bring in this video for you guys. We have to rely on Amir, and Amir doesn't care. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, no. I'm fucking with you, bro. Amir, like, man, fuck you, man. Stop saying that. All right, so play the rest of that video, bro. I just want Maya and Marcus to hear what he says about the moon, and then we'll kind of like transcribe to you guys. Glass tubes and structures on Mars that they use as basically, what does that sound like? The Jetsons. Remember they used to
I
have
was just about to say that.
those tubes and they used to like be sucked up into the
Yeah.
But that's how we used to get mail from one place to another too, and bank stuff.
But where do we get that from? You know what I'm saying? Like, where do we get the idea of that? And then these are people traveling through these tubes, or beings being able to travel through these tubes. Now, mind you, every space movie, almost all of them have that on it.
Yeah.
Because that's what we can conceive of. I imagine that they would
why
have
can
better
we conceive
technology.
it, Maya? Because these are things that we almost know that they're not telling us that we know. This is glass 10 times stronger. Like, that makes sense.
No, it does make sense. You'd have to have much stronger glass if you're on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. This is on Mars.
Oh, I'm sending Amir right now. This is an article that they did find a lake on Mars. So it's not out of the question. Ancient.
Hold on. But not even just that lake. Did you hear what he said 11 years ago about that they knew that this society on Mars was technologically way more advanced than us because of the residue left behind from the blast? Now, I've heard that like 4 times from 4 different sources that say that there's xenon or something like that left. Not xenon. It could be xenon. It's an element that's left behind only after a atom bomb type of situation that's going off. Only after a nuclear war does this residue get left behind. So he didn't even say the name of the residue. That's what makes me think that he's telling the truth. He didn't even say the name of the residue, only the fact that they studied the residue. And then we heard that from accounts as recently as 18 months ago.
Well, I'm hearing, and this has been going around a lot, and I'm going to send it to Amir too, that there was an ancient blast in India that they suspect, that people suspect, researchers suspect was a nuclear blast. So I'm going to send that to Amir.
What that got to do with Mars? You said on India?
In India. So what they suspect is that 12,000 years ago, there was an ancient blast on the planet Earth that left residue that would be nuclear.
Right. But what I'm saying is that they found that same thing on Mars, on the surface of Mars, and quite a bit of it.
Well, as far as we know, there weren't humans with that technology.
Right. But nobody said it was
ago.
Right. But it's like, yeah, forget 12,000 years ago. We talking about on Mars.
I mean, the fact that Mars had water 4 billion years ago, I do believe, or I'm willing to believe, that they had advanced life.
Okay, but look that up then. Can we look up residue bomb? Can we look up nuclear war residue on Mars? Because I don't think y'all hearing me. Like,
no, I think y'all saying the same thing. Because basically, if we had
here we go right
nuclear residue in India 12,000 years ago, when that technology in on Earth wasn't even created,
right?
Then somebody was here, obviously before we even knew what they were doing,
right? And then
always heard those
billions of years ago
getting technology from extraterrestrials, or however you want to define it as. And it seems like some of that sort of correlates here. If they were coming in 12,000 years ago, and it took us thousands of years after that to even create nuclear bombs, or really it just have that type of technology, like it was left here or it was given to us, passed on. Those are some of the things that I've heard.
Mm-hmm. Definitely was. That shit was in books and everything.
The Mahabharata, they talk about that. That's in India. Amir, I'm sending you this article right now that may confirm what CP is saying.
Yeah, man. See?
But it's really dense, so I'm trying to. I'd have to take a minute to actually read through it.
While we looking for that, can you go back to that video, Amir? I just want them there's just this final part about the moon that I want them to hear, because once we hear this part, then we'll come back on here and talk to you guys about it. What do you think, Maya? Explain it.
If I'm taking what he's saying at face value, those look like rocks. But if he's telling the truth, how do I know if he's telling the truth or not?
I mean, that's the whole point. None of us know if he's telling the truth, right? But it's just us taking it as
Yeah. So it's like another one of those, is he just trying to distract us from something else? Is he just, having fun with us? This is what you're talking about, evidence for a large natural nuclear reactor in Mars's past.
mhm.
So natural, what is...
Well, that's the thing. This chemical doesn't occur naturally. At least on Earth, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. It's similar to an Earth nuclear reactor.
Residue,
Mm-hmm. And
right?
these Mars rocks.
Right. Something that can only happen if a nuclear bomb had gone off.
I mean, or they were using energy and it had gone wrong. Here's another one I'll send because it has more charts. Same guy. Mary, could you pull that up? Because it gives a timeline. I mean, and this paper is from at least 2015. This PowerPoint is from at least 2015, and it's putting that nuclear explosion maybe 4 billion years ago.
Billion?
Billion with a
Yeah.
B.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like dog, we are not even babies. We're just like, we are still sperm compared to what this universe is really about. And that's why it's like when my man talk about the interdimensional beings and these layers of dimensions, it's like I still don't understand dimensions. And it is xenon and argon. It's like they only show us all this barren shit, but I just don't think that that's the real. That's like somebody landing on Earth and then going to the Grand Canyon and taking some pictures. It's like it's so much more shit going on Earth than the Grand Canyon. But if you took a 3D image of the Grand Canyon, you're inside the Grand Canyon, and look around, this is Earth. People would be like, "Damn, that's crazy. It ain't shit out there." And how
Yeah.
easy would that be?
After 4 billion years, though, a lot of those structures, especially doesn't have an atmosphere, so it's constantly getting hit. I imagine that Mars might be barren now, but it wasn't always. At
Well,
least
that's
we
the
know there
thing.
was lakes.
The structures are going to leave, some kind of remnants. Like I said, like like you said, like they have no atmosphere, but the atmosphere is different, right? Preservation of structures, with that kind of gravity and it just that temperature, right? Is just it could be different. Like things can preserve in a way that we may not really understand. But I believe, buddy, with the basis on the moon, I just believe it. I think that like, man, the things that are going on in this world we couldn't even fathom because we have not been taught to fathom those things. We only can fathom what we are kind of taught to fathom, and we think we got this big grand imagination. We really don't. Like everything is connected to some movie that we've seen or some kind of, it's just like everything. All our thoughts have been polluted with ideas already because they're giving us the idea because it's way worse than what you think.
Now, that's one thing. What you could look at wanting there to be aliens, like wanting there to be afterlife. I don't have an opinion on this. I'm agnostic on all of this, by the way. But it might be harder for us to acknowledge that we're alone or that civilizations have died out before they could reach us and we'll never actually see other civilizations. Because that might be a hard truth. The getting to another galaxy, the distance involved, or maybe there's intelligent life on another planet, but they're dolphins. We're never going to see them. So it could just be wishful thinking for us to think that there's bases on the moon and all this other stuff, when really, for all practical purposes, we're alone. And there's no one coming to save us. We have to save ourselves.
But save ourselves from what, though? Only
Ourselves.
thing that we would have to save ourselves from would be the imminent threat of
Ourselves,
someone
yeah.
else coming that we wouldn't understand.
No, save ourselves from ourselves.
Well, but people say that, and it's such a cute thing to say. Save ourselves from ourselves. We're gonna destroy ourselves. Somebody's gonna be left though. Like somebody's gonna do the destroying, and somebody's gonna get destroyed, and that's what happens all the time. We're not gonna destroy the everything.
Did you see that movie Threads? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, we're getting to the point where we could.
It sounds good, but it's like But what I'm trying to explain to people is that like this Earth would take the Earth back before it allowed us to. Like we could kill ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're saying.
But the Earth is gonna be the Earth, just like Mars is Mars, right? Until the water dries up, and until the sun stops, until we are not at the same distance from the sun that makes things grow. Forests grow back when they get burnt down. Like the Earth was gonna be fine. It's the people who are doing the destroying and the people who will ultimately be destroyed. If you don't have a bunker underground, what you about to say, bro?
No, but with everything you're saying, like my mind automatically goes to: were we on Mars? Did we destroy Mars? Did we migrate to the next closest planet that has all of these different elements and things that we can use to survive? Like that's where my mind immediately goes.
Of
so
course,
it's like,
yeah. That's
is that why things are being hidden? Is that why
Yeah.
things aren't being shared?
That's what you think, right? That's what it lends for you to think. But then it makes you think like it's just so convenient that we would jump right to this perfect little planet next door. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, where's the next one?
Well, they say that the asteroid belt could have been a planet as well.
Oh, and it busted up. Like,
We just have a belt. Like where a planet would be, there's just a bunch of asteroids.
They blew that bad
Like
boy
that
up,
bitch
so we
blew
don't
up.
as bad. We don't it. We got bigger and better things. We got water on this one.
Can you imagine they blow your planet up and now you just living on a piece of Detroit flying through the like we still got a coney on this bitch. We still got you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's straight. I don't know when my birthday is, but you know, that'd be crazy.
Now, did you see the episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation
No.
where they all come together? You gotta watch Star Trek: Next Generation because they have a lot of really good stuff in it.
Okay.
But they all
Hold up. But you believe that, but you don't believe this
I don't
government
believe
official.
anything.
Okay,
I don't believe anything. I'm just
go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
It's just fun. But basically, all these different alien groups come together and they're like, why do we all look alike? Da da da. And they're trying to find this mystery.
Mm-hmm.
So they trace it back to this being that was alive billions of years ago that seeded the galaxy with DNA. And that's why the Klingons look like humans, 2 arms, 2 legs, a face with a mouth.
Seeded. So he just ran around fucking all the aliens.
Well,
but then it already had to be aliens, right? For him to fuck.
Well, they don't have to fuck anyone, but they they just
Share
dropped.
genes.
Yeah.
He just nutted out the side of a spaceship and be like, all right, galaxy, do your work.
But it's saying National
Stardate.
Museum of Natural History is saying that the first microscopic organisms signal their presence in rocks about 3.7 billion years ago. So for all we know, and this is a theory that's going on around out there right now, for all we know, a piece of Mars or whatever came and hit Earth, and that eventually grew into what we are today.
Like it
I
had like
can see
the
that.
seeds and it had like the Fertile Crescent. Right? Which is supposed to be the original fertile spot on Earth that everything grew from.
That's what they wrote about it.
That's what they wrote about. I'm just
They
saying, but you
wrote.
never
They
know.
said they're like, we are the first. You are not the first.
How you know ain't no damn corn on the other side of the world? You can't even get there. You ain't had no planes or nothing. This is the first corn. Our niggas been eating corn. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, I mean, that's a way to look at it. I feel like I just want to before I die, I want to bust a nut in the ocean and then see if I can make some. See what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, go swim away. You know what I'm saying? Some turtle eat it. The next thing you know, Teenage Mutant CP Turtles. I'll be real, you know what I'm saying? Bunch of funny ass turtles. Like, look at you, bitch. Look at you. You know what I'm saying? Weak ass nigga. Fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with me. I got the straws on deck. You feel me? Niggas selling straws so they can do their little drugs and shit. I just want to go to the beach and gather up all them baby turtles. Cause they don't talk to them niggas. All they do is film them for like Toyota Tacoma commercials and shit. Like, look at these turtles. You know what I'm saying? But like, gather them up in a big ass basket and show them a straw and be like, no. Has anybody tried that? We just gonna eat paper straws for life. We need to hit him on the head. Bing! Each one get hit with a straw. No! And then make them hate straws.
I don't think anyone's tried it.
Yeah, because there's some bitches and they don't want to do that, but they'll film them damn turtles. Turtles just getting born. I be want one of them. Would you, as a kid, did you want to snag one of them turtles? Like, ain't nobody gonna miss this one. Let me grab this one, take him home, put him in a tank.
You have turtles though. You can get turtles.
Nah, but not no dog ass sea turtle like from Nemo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where I'd put a sea turtle though.
You gotta just get a couple buckets of ocean water.
Easy.
Yeah,
Well,
bathtub.
where am I gonna take a bath now that the turtle has a
no,
bathtub?
you take a shower
It's
in
not
there.
about you. It's about the turtle.
No, all you gotta do is take a shower in there. You stand up, open the drain, so let his water out. Take a shower on top of him.
Y'all both get clean.
Both of y'all get clean. You have salmonella on your legs. Man, I want one of them. But it's like, they just look sweet. If nothing else, I want to get one and turn it over on his back and skip it out into the ocean. Give him a head start. All the other ones got to swim. I skipped him at least 20, 30 feet.
Watch you get reincarnated as a turtle.
And I hope a nigga skip me. I hope a nigga pick me up and skip me right out into the ocean. How many of them bitches get 8? Like, it'd be like
Most
200 get born, 3 survive. Because it'd be sharks, right? They're like, all right, y'all, thank y'all for coming out for the commercial. Gather them niggas up like peanuts and just, swimming away. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I'm hungry, man. Yeah, man. Are y'all going to the churchy thing tonight?
No, I gotta get home. You going?
I mean, it's here. I'm gonna just stay for a second, and then I got my show tonight. Real quick, I'm in Las Vegas this weekend. On the 18th, I'm at Wise Guys in Town Square. I need y'all to buy them tickets because they looking at me like I'm a whole ass nigga because the tickets not selling because of y'all. Like, I need y'all to buy the tickets. Stop making me look bad. You know what I'm saying? Before I come to Vegas, beat y'all ass. Also, my Don't Tell set. Run it up. I want 1 million. We got 100,000 in a week. That's nice. I want 1 million. I know a couple niggas with 1 million. Y'all embarrassing me because all my friends got millions. Ron Taylor, Reg Thomas, they got millions. I want 1 million. Run it up. Also, too, it was something else. Man. Marcus, what you got going on, brother?
Man, nothing. Valentine's Day tomorrow. What you doing for Valentine's Day?
Man, I don't know, man. Crack 'em up tomorrow. Y'all need to go check that out. I'm not hosting because I don't work on Valentine's Day because I'm married and I know better. And that's like,
smart man.
Yeah, I'll be like, man, fuck that. I'm staying at the crib, man. So yeah, we're gonna do something, man. I might, you know what? I got some oxtails. From Costco, a big ass thing of oxtails. So I wanna look up a recipe and make some oxtails. Man, I got daughters, man. So and then my babysitter is not been available lately. So it's been rough.
Call Katrina.
Katrina babysits?
She babysits for Roman. Whenever we come to the office, she looks after Roman.
For real?
I don't know if I probably shouldn't have said that, but
yeah.
she'll do it.
Now you gotta call her.
Yeah, no, she be braiding our hair and shit too. That'd be perfect. I would come back and then their hair be braided and shit. Your kids be hating when they get their hair, but they be looking at you like, this motherfucking bitch was gripping my shit. That shit hurt, man. When last time you got braided?
Well, I keep my hair in braids so that Roman doesn't just pull at my hair now, but like properly braided, not since I was little.
You got a strong baby, man. Roman is strong. I was watching them kicks.
Yeah.
Oh, he gonna stomp somebody's nuts so bad when they pick him up. He gonna crush somebody's nuts, man. Good for him. Hope it's an old man nuts too.
Why?
Crunch. You know what I'm saying? Crunch an old man's nuts. I remember I used to have this teacher, man, at Cass. When I went to Cass for 1 year, this nigga used to wear these tight ass dress pants, and he'd be sitting in the front of class. Nigga balls was so big in his goddamn dress pants. Like, nigga, get your big ball ass away from us. Talking to us about history, nigga, you big ball motherfucker. Big ball, nigga. Leave us alone.
You, dog.
He probably did, for real. He had some big ass my 600-pound life balls.
Oh my God.
Them niggas balls be crazy. You ever seen 600-pound balls, niggas?
I haven't seen the balls. You can't because you can't get to them.
Well, it's like a belly ball combination at that point. They got them belly balls. They be like, man, they always got somebody though. They always got a fiance or something. You be like, man, you skinny hoes don't know what to do. These big fat Dorito bitches, you know what I'm saying? Be like, what you eat today? I had 14 eggs this morning. You be like, damn, bitch, 14 eggs. You eat like a dolphin or some shit. Like somebody just feeds you out a bucket. A bunch of eggs. I never been to New Orleans. I need to. Somebody in New Orleans book me, man, so I can come down there and eat.
Yeah, you should be
I just
down
wanna
there
eat.
today.
I don't drink. What's going on there today?
Isn't it Mardi Gras?
Oh,
Mardi
is it?
Gras, yeah.
I don't want to go for Mardi Gras. I don't want to go. That's a robbable holiday. You ain't about to have me down there with all the tourists drinking a grenade. Next thing you know, nigga done snatch my wife up. Nah. We gonna go on a regular Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Hit the safe spots, eat something, and get the fuck out of there, man. I ain't got time to be fucking around down there. I don't want to see the third ward, the fourth ward. I don't want to see none of the wards. I'm coming down there to eat, have a good time. I know better.
Man.
That's one of them places.
You gonna throw some beads, man. I know you. You gonna throw some beads.
Well,
bro.
listen, here go the thing about throwing them beads. Sometimes you gotta just be cool with the titties that you got at home. Because you throw them beads, man, and somebody show you a titty that'll fuck your day up. You ever see a titty that look like a dead raisin? That nipple look like a dead, like who look? Bitch, if you don't put some cream on them, goddamn, because it be a lot of bumps on them areolas too. It be like that shit.
You talking about Stevie Wonders? That's some Stevie Wonders.
Some of them be looking like some damn sewer top for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It be like a guy. This bitch got a sewer top areola, and I don't like that. But so yeah, titties be looking scary sometimes, bro. Big black areola be looking like the bottom of a PS1 game. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm definitely not going for the Super Bowl. I'm not going for nothing. That's just I know Detroit. I know how we are in Detroit. You come to Detroit if you want to on some tourist shit, and we be licking our chops like, yep, 3-card money. You need a ride somewhere. Are those buffs? Can I see those buffs? All of these are questions that'll get you fucked up. So I just want to go down there and eat some good food, man. I heard they got the good. You know what I want? I want some grilled oysters. I love oysters, Rockefeller, but I want like some fresh, grilled, in season, sweet oysters. That's what I want, man. So me and my lady got to get down there, man. See what's up with New Orleans, man. My boy YP and his wife just went down there. They had a ball.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. He sent us a picture every day.
Yeah, he was drunk as hell.
Oh, man, that look like old YP. He gonna be sick tomorrow.
Oh, man. Shout out to my brother YP, man. He just got his doctor thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to that boy, man. That's what's
official
up.
doctor.
I don't know how niggas could be doctor. I can't stand sick people.
He's a medical doctor?
I'd be like, ugh. Like, one time a motherfucker sneeze on me or I got to dig in somebody's booty or some shit, I'm the fuck out of here. Fuck y'all. I keep this check. I'll leave a glove in somebody's ass. I wouldn't even put a glove. I'd be like, nope, that's it. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Nurse, do this for me. Like, you gotta be a special motherfucker to want to dig in somebody's body. Good for doctors, man.
You don't have to be an ass doctor, though. There's other kinds of doctors you can
Right,
be.
but it always boiled down to the ass at the end of the day. You be like, oh, so you can't hear anything, huh? All right, turn over. You know, what the fuck? Wait a minute. It always boiled down. My prostate in the front. They got to go through the ass to look at your prostate. Like, man, if y'all don't get an ultrasound going for this, we are too old. It's 2024. Get out of niggas' booties. Anyway, let me get the fuck out of here, man. Marcus, man, I appreciate you coming on, brother. You always invited back, man. You know, I just need somebody to kick it, man, talk shit, because Maya be mean and Amir be acting like one of them only childs who like his mom more than his dad. He be like, you do be tripping, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. She do the best she can around here, man. And you come in from work, man, and you don't like something, man. We could do better without you. So I just be about myself, man. Like, god damn. You know what I'm saying?
Had a great time, man. Y'all definitely was some good hosts, man. This is
appreciate you, brother.
Hilarious, man. Hilarious. You got me thinking. You got me laughing. Great job, man.
Thank you, man. Anyway, to everybody out there, I want y'all to know, this is the CP podcast, man. Maya, Amir, we thank Marcus for coming on here. And as always, it's always the questions, man. Never the answers. Hey, we don't know. We don't know. Don't come kill us. We don't know nothing about nothing. You know, we're just asking questions, man. That's all. So we out of here, y'all. Y'all be safe and be blessed, man. We out. Peace.